What if you were born with a life defined by a languid, unhurried pace, your every move a deliberate crawl through the emerald treetops, only to face a world that mocks your existence and threatens your survival with every passing moment? Meet the sloth, a creature of quiet, understated resilience, its slow metabolism and shaggy algae-draped fur, a marvel of adaptation in the dense, humid rainforests of Central and South America, where it sustains itself on the sparse, nutrient-poor leaves of Cecropia and other trees, while hosting a unique ecosystem of algae, moths, and beetles on its coat. Yet, to humans and the relentless forces of nature alike, you're a punchline ridiculed for your sluggishness in a culture that prizes speed. Hunted by predators that exploit your languor, and pushed to the brink by habitat destruction that strips away your sanctuary. Beneath this unhurried, seemingly tranquil exterior lies a life of subtle, profound struggle, vulnerability that leaves you exposed, isolation that defines your days, and the weight of being misunderstood by a world that fails to see your worth. Join us on this reflective journey to uncover the sloth's hidden challenges, and if this resonates with your sense of empathy, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories that reveal nature's overlooked battles and inspire us to look beyond the surface. Chapter 1: A Precarious Birth in the Canopy. You enter the world high in the swaying rainforest canopy, a tiny sloth clinging precariously to your mother's coarse, algae-covered fur after a birth that teeters on the edge of disaster. Your weak, underdeveloped limbs struggling to grip the branches as they tremble in the breeze or bend under a sudden storm. The risk of a fatal fall looms large. A single misstep sending you plummeting to the forest floor where predators await, while your mother's slow, deliberate movements offer only limited defense against the keen eyes of harpy eagles circling overhead or ocelots prowling below. The first weeks are a delicate, nerve-wracking balance. Malnutrition threatens your frail frame if the leaves she can reach are scarce or lacking in nutrients, and a single slip from her grasp or a branch could end your life in an instant, your survival hinging on her endurance and the fragile strength of your tiny claws. Your faint, mewling cries are swallowed by the dense foliage, a plea unheard in a world that sees you as an easy target. To be a sloth is to begin with a precarious birth. Your arrival, a fragile, trembling hope in a treetop realm that tests your grip and resilience from the very first breath you take. Chapter 2: The Weight of Slowness. Your slow metabolism defines your very existence, each movement a painstaking, deliberate effort to conserve the scant energy derived from your low-calorie leaf diet, but this languid pace leaves you defenseless against sudden threats, like a predator's ambush or a storm's fury. Your leisurely crawl, a subject of mockery in a fast-paced jungle where survival demands agility. Descending to the forest floor once a week to defecate, a rare and risky ritual, exposes you to jaguars and snakes, turning this essential act into a gamble where a single misstep could be your last. Your body's rhythm, a stark contrast to the urgency around you. This slowness, while a masterful adaptation to your environment, isolates you from the swift dance of life, making you a living paradox, demired yet ridiculed. To be a sloth is to bear the weight of slowness, a life paced by necessity yet belittled by a world that values speed over the quiet strength of endurance. Your gentle existence, a silent challenge to nature's harsher rules. Chapter 3: Mocked by human eyes. Humans laugh at your sluggish, almost comical crawl, dubbing you a symbol of laziness and procrastination, their ignorance blinding them to the ecological role you play in the rainforest, where your slow movement fosters the growth of algae that supports a micro-ecosystem. This mockery fuels neglect, with conservation efforts lagging as people see you as less worthy of protection. leaving you vulnerable to exploitation and habitat loss. Social media amplifies this ridicule, turning your serene nature into a meme, a cultural slight that deepens your marginalization. To be a sloth is to be mocked, your gentle, unhurried nature scorned in a world that misunderstands your purpose. Your existence diminished by the laughter of those who fail to see the wisdom in your pace. Chapter 4. Hunted by predators, harpy eagles with their razor-sharp talons and jaguars with their stealthy prowls target you, your slow escape, a virtual death sentence as you inch along branches, your camouflage of green-tinged fur, a fragile shield that often fails against their keen senses. Habitat loss increases these encounters, pushing you into more exposed areas where predators thrive, your languid movements offering no match for their speed. The loss of a fellow sloth to these hunters echoes in your solitary world, a reminder of your vulnerability. To be a sloth is to be hunted, a slow target in a predator's domain, your peaceful life a constant negotiation with death in the treetops. Chapter 5. Habitat loss and human encroachment. The dense rainforests that are your home dwindle as logging companies clear vast tracts for timber, and farmers burn land for agriculture, fragmenting your treetop haven into isolated patches where food and safety are scarce. Human settlements creep closer, their noise and activity disrupting your feeding grounds, forcing you to make risky moves between trees, your slow pace a liability in this shrinking world. The loss of cecropia trees starves your diet, and pollution fouls the air you breathe, turning your sanctuary into a battlefield. To be a sloth is to face habitat loss, a slow life displaced by the relentless march of human progress, your canopy kingdom eroded by hands that care little for your plight. Chapter 6. The struggle to feed you rely on the sparse nutrient-poor leaves of cecropia and other trees, your slow digestion extracting every ounce of energy over days, but drought or deforestation starves you, leaving your frail body weakened and your movements even more labored. The effort to reach new foliage drains you, your long claws scraping against bark as you stretch, a task that tests your endurance in a world where food is increasingly out of reach. Competition with other herbivores adds pressure, turning your meal into a rare victory. To be a sloth is to struggle to feed, a life bound by nature's scarcity, your survival a testament to patience in a forest that offers little. Chapter 7. The burden of isolation. You live alone or in small, loosely connected groups, your slow pace hindering the formation of deep social bonds, leaving you solitary if a predator wounds you or a fall injures your limbs, your soft grunts unanswered in the vast canopy. Unlike social primates, you lack a community to share your burden. Your isolation a heavy cloak that deepens with each passing day. This solitude weighs on your spirit, your gentle nature yearning for connection in a world that keeps you apart, your fragile heart beating in the silence of the trees. To be a sloth is to bear isolation's weight, a lone survivor suspended in a green world, your existence a quiet struggle against loneliness. Chapter 8. Disease and parasites. Algae and insects thrive on your fur, their presence a double-edged sword camouflage at a cost as they spread infections that weaken your immune system, while falls from branches or fights with rivals cause untreated injuries that fester in your slow-healing body. Parasites like mites burrow into your skin, adding to your decline, your isolation preventing any care. The strain on your frail frame is relentless, your gentle life marred by this unseen toll. To be a sloth is to endure disease and parasites, a fragile body in gradual decline, your slow existence a battle against nature's quiet invaders. Chapter 9. The peril of descent. Descending to the forest floor, once a week to defecate exposes you to predators like jaguars and snakes. Your slow climb back up a risky, exhausting ordeal that tests your grip and stamina, each movement a potential misstep. This vulnerable moment, essential to your survival, becomes a gauntlet where a single attack could end you, your body trembling with the effort. The forest floor, once a safe haven, turns into a danger zone. To be a sloth is to face descent's peril, a fragile ritual that underscores your precarious life in the treetops. Chapter 10A Mirror to our patience. The sloth reflects our flaws. We mock your slowness, seeing laziness where there is wisdom. We destroy your habitats, blind to your role in the rainforest's balance. We ignore your solitude, missing the value of your quiet resilience. We lack the patience to learn from your pace. This gentle creature teaches us to value calm over haste, to protect your green world, and to embrace a slower, kinder existence. A mirror urging us to cultivate patience and respect for nature's unhurried lessons. Ending slow life, mocked existence. What does it mean to be a sloth? It means beginning with a precarious birth high in the canopy, bearing the weight of a slowness mocked by human eyes that fail to see your strength, hunted by predators in a world that shrinks around you. You struggle to feed on dwindling leaves, endure the burden of isolation that echoes in your silence, face disease and the peril of descent. Your slow life a quiet, resilient plea for understanding. If this moved you, hit like, share your reflections in comments, and subscribe for more Worse to be Born as stories that inspire us to honor these gentle souls and protect their fragile existence.